So today's lesson, like I said, using Pascal's triangle to help us expand. And for some vocabulary, let me pick young. What's the name of this? No. Eric. Eric, what's the name of this? I keep forgetting about you, Eric. What's the name of this? We did it in the last class. Come on, Eric, remember? Triangle means tree. Yeah. So what does two? By? Yeah. Does anybody remember? You would, yeah, what is it? Binomial. Very good. I'll ask you again next time, Eric, okay? So we will learn, and we will use Pascal's triangle to expand binomials. Well, using Pascal's triangle to expand binomials like this. Okay, so I'll give you a simple example of how to use the triangle. What's wrong, Zoe? Are you okay? What's wrong?
I don't know.
You don't know? Are you okay? Alright. So, Pascal's triangle. Let me go up to row 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1. And I can use this to help me expand, for example, something like this. X plus y cubed. This is what you do. You take row number 3 and you write all the numbers out. Like this. So you put 1 here, you do the space, 3, space, 3, space, 1, and then a space at the end. Okay. Is that okay so far? And then what you do is you look at the first number, it's x, and you write it at the beginning here, x. And you start with the same power, which here is 3. So you go x cubed. Then you move to the next one and make this power smaller, x squared. Then what will the next one be? X only. And then here, no x. Yeah, it's gone. Then you look at the y second, and you write that at the back. And then you take the same power, and you write it here. And then you go to the next one, and make the power smaller. You go to the next one, make it smaller again, and then here, there's no power. And then lastly, you look at this, it's a plus. So that means plus goes here for all of them. So your final answer would be x cubed plus 3x squared y plus 3xy squared plus y cubed. So you see, using the triangle means you can expand very quickly. Remember yesterday? To expand, it took a long time. Now with the triangle, you can do it quickly. I'd like everybody to write this example down, and then I'll do an example when this is minus. Will I turn the lights off? It's easier to see, I think. Yes? Schofield, why are you late? What?
Eating. Too tired.
What?
Hungry.
Hungry?
Started.
Sit down. Okay. Are you writing that down, yeah? So just a second. You have that taken down? Great. So now we'll do an example with minus. Okay, so let's say 2 minus x, and let's do square, for example. Oh no, maybe we'll do a bigger power. We'll do 4. So what do I do first? First I must write my triangle. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, and then what we need, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. It's important to write the triangle because in the exam they will give you marks for writing the triangle. So don't forget to write the triangle. Remember to write the triangle. Okay, so like I said, what we do now is we write these numbers down. 1 space 4 space 6 space 4 and then 1 and space. Okay. Now which do I start with, 2 or x? Start with 2. So here it is, I'll put brackets, 2 power, what power? 4. 2 power 3, 2 cubed, 2 squared, 2 gone. And then at the back I have x4. Sorry, I'm out of space here, let me move this over. 1 and x, that's a x4 there. And then here, x squared what colour did I have here? Blue. Okay. Next one after x squared is x, and then here no x. Okay, now because it's minus, what you do is you start here with minus, but they're not all minus. Minus means you switch between the two. So it goes minus, plus, minus, and plus. 2 power 4, 2, 4, 8, 16. 2 cubed, 8. 8 times 4, 32. 2 squared? 4. 24. Wait, what's this 4 here? Oh, that's 4, sorry. I wrote that the wrong way. 4 is there, and the minus in front of it. Okay, where was I? 4. This one. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 6? 24. X squared. 2 times 4? 8. X cubed, and then at the end? X4. And normally, well, it doesn't actually matter. Here, the powers are getting bigger, but normally, or sometimes, you should write it backwards. The power's getting smaller. Now, there's a word for each. Here, you say the powers are increasing, and here the powers are decreasing. Does anybody know another word for increasing? Getting higher, what else? Ascending. Ascending. Do you know this word?
No.
Okay, so now I'm not sure if there's 2 S's, so I need to check the spelling. Ascending, and then this one is descending. I promise you, I probably spelled them wrong. Ascending and descending, okay, or increasing and decreasing. It's important because in the question they might say which way they want it. So you have to write it the way they ask for. Are you checking the spelling, Schofield? Thank you.
It's wrong.
Yes, I said I promise you it's probably wrong. So how do I fix it? Maybe I sleep. No, not too bad. In fact, I think this just needs to be a C. Although, now, yeah, but I mean, I think when you look at it, you think you should say it differently because it's a C, but in fact it's still ascending. And then what about descending? Probably C as well. Yeah, and now type in descending. D-E-S-C-E-N-D. So I missed the C again here.
You don't like C.
I don't like C. So this here and this C here, silent C, to help you and I remember the spelling. So you don't say the C. Ascending and descending. Okay? Now, I'll do one more example, a little bit more complicated though. So you need to write this down. Did you write it down? No. Okay, you wrote that down? Yeah. Okay, now let's look at a more difficult example. So let's say something like 1 minus x power 4. And then let's say 2 plus x power 3. In fact, this really is just two problems together. But the question will often say, find the first 3 terms in ascending power of x. Okay, so this is the type that you might get in the exam. So what do we do first? The triangle. How far do I need to go? 4. Okay, can you just write that down and then I'll go down and do the answer. Okay. Yes.
We said like this is a row 1, row 2, row 3, right?
Row 0, row 1, row 2, row 3. So this one here is row 4.
Row 4.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean? How to spell row 4? Thank you.
Okay. So let's have a look. It's 1 minus x power 4 and 2 plus x cubed. So, for 1 minus x 4, what numbers will I need? I'll need 1, I'll need 4, I'll need 6, I'll need 4, and I'll need 1. And then for cubed, what do I need? I'll need 1, 3, 3, and 1. So I'm going to have not much space. Okay. Now, first I write the 1 in, yes? What goes here? 1 power 4. Well, what's 1 power 4? 1. And here, 1 cubed, 1, and so on and so on. So this one here, it doesn't do anything. Now I start at the x, and I start at the back. So here is x 4, x cubed, x squared, x. And then minus, so what do I have here? Minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay. Now I go on to this one. 2 goes at the front. 2 cubed. What's 2 cubed? 2 cubed. Try again. 8. And then the next one is 2 squared.
Yes.
Is 4. 4 multiplied 3? 12, yeah. And then the next one, 2 cubed, 2 squared, 2. 2 multiplied 3? 6. And then the last one, there's no 2. Now I take the x, started at the back. So x cubed, and then what's next? X squared, and then x. And because it's plus, plus. Now go back to the question for a moment. I want the first 3 terms. What does that mean? It means I want a constant, plus an ax plus a bx squared, and I don't care about the extra pieces. Do you understand what I mean when I say first three terms?
No.
Okay. It means I only want this, this, and this. You don't need to tell me the rest. You only need to give me this, this, and this in your answer. Don't tell me anything else. For example, the first three terms will be this one, and this one. I don't care about these. Okay? So if I don't care about those, I can delete. Do I need to keep or delete one? Keep it, because I want a constant. Keep or delete? Keep. Keep. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. Keep or delete? Keep. 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 Delete. I only want the first tray. I don't want you to tell me the extra pieces. So this becomes 1 minus 4x plus 6x squared plus blah blah blah. And then this one becomes 8 plus 12x plus 6x squared plus blah blah blah. Okay? Now I need to multiply, so let's multiply. So 1 multiply 8, 8. 1 multiply 12x, 12x. 1 multiply 6x, 6x squared. Minus 4x multiply 8, minus 32x. Minus 4x multiply 12x, minus 48x squared. Now look carefully. The next one is 4x multiply x squared. What will that be? X cubed. But do I want x cubed? No. I don't want x cubed. I only want to go to square. So I will not do that one because it will make a cube, and I don't want a cube. So I will skip that one. Next, 6x multiply 8.
Plus 48x cubed, x squared, 48.
6x squared multiply 12x. Don't need it because what will it make? Cube. So then I just have plus blah blah blah. Alright, let's clean it up. 8 is just 8. Huh? 12x minus 32x
Minus 20x.
minus 20x. 6, if I look here, minus 48 squared plus 48 squared,
0.
cancel. And then plus 6x squared plus 6x squared plus blah blah blah. So that is the answer. That is the first three terms.
I have a question.
Yes?
Why did we cancel 48?
Oh, these two. Because this is minus 48x squared and then this is plus 48x squared. So add them together, they're gone. You get this question in the exam sometimes. In fact, you could get this type. In fact, any of my three examples could be in the exam. Okay? The only way this one could be different is if they use the word descending. Okay? So then the first three descending terms would mean you take this, this, and this, but then forget about those. And then here you take this, this, and this, and then forget about that. You see, I took the first three at the beginning. 3 and 3. But if they said descending, I would take the 3 at the back. Those 3 and those 3. That's how it could be different.
Descending use the biggest one.
Descending is biggest first.
Biggest first.
Yeah. And ascending, like here, is smallest first, then bigger. Write this example down, and then when you write it, and when you're finished writing it down, you can try the workbook. Let me stop